EDgun Leshiy presents Backyard Pest Control Critter Matrix. Airguns are a great pest control tool as they're quiet, safer, I'll say, because they're still a gun. You can't do something stupid, right? You gotta be careful. And legal in most states as a means for humanely dispatching pests doing damage to your property. However, as with anything, check your local laws to make sure. The DNR website is probably a great starting point for you. The airguns I use in this channel are certainly not the only choice, but they are my preferred and definitely my favorite. This video is actually sponsored by EDgun West, the US distributor of EDgun. Brian, who owns EDgun West, is a top-notch guy and can help answer any questions that you might have. So I'll drop a link in the description to his website where you can purchase these amazing little rifles for yourself. So let's get on to it and answer that question. Can these critters see the pellet? And do they move? Well, we call that the matrix, right? To try to avoid it. Let's check out this first one. Let me know in the comments if you think you saw it. Personally, I think this one was a hybrid. Started to look back just as I was pulling the trigger, but then as that pellet approaches, it definitely flinches and almost gets out of the way. But fortunately, I was using a 34 grain JSB MK2 out of the Layla, so it had plenty of power and got just enough of it to be a humane dispatch. Here's the first of a couple chipmunks. I feel like rats and chipmunks do the matrix move to me the most often, especially at the lower velocities I shoot. They're just quick and they got crazy reflexes. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Personally, I think this one was more of a flinch than like actually trying to duck. But either way, it did its best. But unfortunately for him, it actually looked like it lowered its head and put the pellet in a better location. You could see it was just absolutely stoned. That thing was dead before it even fell. This guy fully heard me taking position at my shooting table. You can kind of see him just staring right at me. I can't tell if it sees the pellet or if it hears it, but either way, look how close the pellet is when this thing reacts, and then look at how much movement it actually has in that short period of time. It's crazy, their reflexes. It's crazy how much that thing flinched in like a millisecond, but in the end, it doesn't really matter. I think we can all agree it was lights out. I think the chipmunk has the best spidey senses and moves the most. It's hard to argue when you slow this next one down enough and look at how much this thing is able to move in such a tiny little window. This last one is the move I see squirrels do the most often. It's impossible to actually see it in real time, so unless you're recording and slow things down, you'll probably never notice. But when I slow this one down, you'll see. This is crazy fast, last second little duck. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you haven't done so already, make sure to head over to Club Leshiy and get yourself signed up. I'll throw a link in the description and show it right here. It's 100% free, and in addition to extra content, free access to download all the original music provided by Lord Magnus, I'm going to start some giveaways in there here shortly, starting with that very limited Leshiy pull-up jacket you saw me wearing in this video. Alright, thanks again to EDgun West for sponsoring this video. If you have a product or a company that'd like to sponsor a video, please check out the link in the description for sponsors. Now, let's get on to that car wash, which is brought to you by Jergens Hand Lotion. One pump,